Hi YouTube. Merry Christmas everyone out there. I'm not doing a very Christmassy video, more like a New Year's video, which is ironic because I can't stand New Year's Eve and I love Christmas, but there you are. I'd like, this will be quite a patronising video I'm afraid, because this is a video about my economic advice to everyone out there. So I hope I don't sound too patronising, but I think people in this country need to learn how to save and need to know what professions to avoid, because the internet, which makes it easy for you all to see me on YouTube, is also destroying a lot of jobs. Really frightening statistic is that 11% of British people work in retail. What's going to happen to them? There are self-service machines and internet shopping is booming. Eventually, capitalists are not going to go to the trouble of keeping bricks and mortar shops open. They have to protect them from shoplifters. They have to pay the rent. They have to pay the retail staff, which they don't want to do. So, that's my main bit of advice. Avoid retail. Don't use that as your breadwinner, because they will phase you out. There are some retail jobs that I think will survive, like jobs on street markets. I think people will still love street markets. And possibly warehouse jobs are fine, because you'll still need warehouses to keep farm produce in the future before you shift off to people. Another very common job for casual labour is waitressing. Waiters and waitresses, another job to avoid, because once touchscreen computers become really cheap, you'll find more and more restaurants which don't want waiters. You'll just, the table you'll be at will be a touchscreen computer. You'll tap in what you want, and you'll use your smartphone to pay, and the chef will send the food out. There won't be any waiters. Why employ waiters when you can phase them out with machines? All of which, for me, just proves that Karl Marx was right. What he called variable capital and constant capital, variable being wages, constant capital being factories and machines. It's happening faster now much faster than it was in the 19th century. So those are two jobs. Other jobs to avoid, things like postman, that's being phased out by email. Although one should point out, packages will still, so possibly that I'm exaggerating about that. Yeah, my other bit of advice: wherever you can, go freelance, and wherever you can, get more than one job. The more jobs you have, the more labour power you have. If two of your bosses want you at the same time, that is brilliant. That gives you negotiating room, gives you labour power. Okay, as many jobs as you can get. Go for part-time ones rather than full-time ones. Casual labour as opposed to being tied down. You're tied down to a contract that restricts your labour power. I don't care how secure it is. I trade in the insecurity for extra labour power. That's the basis of freelancing. Be able to choose which boss to work for is magnificent. My other main bit of advice: try and save money. Use the internet to save money. Chuck out the TV. Chuck out the radio. Chuck out printed books. You don't need them anymore. They're a waste of money. Going to the cinema, I can understand. You can't replicate cinema with the internet, fair enough. But all these other things. And sending cards and letters, people still do that. And landlines. As anyone who knows me, well, this is my bugbear. People still using landlines when there's Skype. I don't want to be an advertiser for them. There are lots of other voice over internet protocols. It's just that I know Skype better than any of the others. It frustrates me how little people use it. This is a free phone. This is a free video calling device. This is a free message sender. This is a free way of transferring files. And some people say there are other voice over internet protocol devices even better. And the same goes with mobile phones. Try and buy a prepaid one. Make sure you're in a Wi-Fi area. You won't need a mobile phone network. Use the internet. So those are my main avoid professions that will be made obsolete by the internet. Have as many jobs as possible. Try and be freelance as opposed to full time. And for God's sake, use technology to save money. An internet connection is far cheaper than having a TV, a radio, a landline, and a mobile phone network tying you around your contract. Right. Hope that wasn't too miserly for the Christmas period. I know I seem quite puritanical sometimes, but honestly, I love Christmas and I love all of you YouTubers. Okay, even negative comments from you make my day. I just love getting a reaction. YouTube enables my attention seeking. Thanks. I'll see you later, YouTube. I'll probably be doing quite a few more videos, seeing as I actually have time off work. Bye.